Yeah, looks like that went through really super fast this morning. I need to check my audio real quick using the Doug Betts method of. Yep, it's there. I can hear it. Cool. I was worried about that because I was messing around with things this morning. And oh, speaking of messing around with things this morning, I seem to be missing something. So let me go find this. Oh, there it is. Right there. I've been messing around in Sword Soft Mousetrack, trying to figure some things out. I'm hoping my anonymous emailer watches today and can give me some pointers on a couple of things, and I'll point those out as we go along. So we are going to say bye to Mr. Betts. I got it paused so that it doesn't kick over. And then, well, I guess I don't know. Let's just get into Davinci. So this is versions part 3, I believe. One of my new subscribers actually questioned the parts comment, and I was like, yeah, part 1 I did wrong, part 2 I did a little bit better, so now I'm on part 3. Now I notice on my mouse I have a set of brackets. I have no idea how I did that. No idea whatsoever, because there's no place in here that I see to add a set of brackets. So that's kind of interesting. The only thing that might be would be this, and I seriously doubt that that's it, but I'm going to see if that's it. And nope, that's not it. So the brackets are new. I didn't see the brackets a while ago. All right. Versions, backgrounds. Let me look at chat real quick. Tony Wallow, Jeff Ryman were first and second, respectively. Chris Garrett was third. Rick Lakes was fourth. Official Tim Tech is there. Bobby says he is block. I don't know. I've not looked into it. I'll look into it today, and we'll figure out what's going on. My question would be to you and to Bobby: does anyone else see Bobby's comments? I do not see Bobby's comments. So if anyone else is seeing Bobby's comments, I would like to know. Then I'll deal with that later. I'll put that on my list of to get done things today. Okay, so moving on. I'm caught up with chat. Versions, backgrounds. Interesting. You start with an adjustment, or you start with a fusion clip. Thank you, guys. And you bring it down here and you put it in your timeline. You can't put video on audio, by the way. I'll wake up in a minute. Then you open this in the Fusion tab. You can do that one or two ways. You can come down here to the Magic Wand, as I have recently heard it be called, or you can, it's the Fusion tab. It's not a Magic, it says Fusion. Or you can right click and open in Fusion page. Man, them brackets are going to drive me up a wall. Got to figure out what I did. You're only going to have the one tab in here right now because there's nothing there. And then this kind of gets really long-winded, convoluted, messed up. It's not as easy as text, but text is involved. I'm going to grab a background node. We're going to connect it over here. Now you notice I'm not doing that. What I used to do is everyone I watch grabs this thing and they go up and down and around and let's go to Cleveland, let's go to, no, there's just no sense in that. Just grab the doggone thing, gray to green, and it works just fine. So I've been kind of working on that. You'll notice it's black. That's correct. If we come up here to the color tab and we change it and we bring this up, it's supposed to change. Now, this is something I have noticed as well, that you have to change it on the basic colors first, and then you can come over here to this. And I don't know if it's my settings, my version, or what. So we're going to go with about right there. That looks kind of neat. So that's it. Okay, we're done. Thanks for being here. That was your daily Davinci Microsoft Minute. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for part 4. All right, seriously. Long Dog says, I'm here. I remember us making breakfast, but my breakfast is being cooked. I'll eat it either warmed up or cold. She still has this knack to not remember I do this every day, or try to, at 12:30. So let's go on to this. So, and I'm doing this from memory, so bear with me. What you have to do is, you'll notice up here, oh, it does have versions. Is that active? You know what? I'm gonna have a cow. This is not supposed to be active yet, because you have to save this as a macro and yada yada yada. But let's, if it's there, I see that it's here. I am going to, I see, right? Now, this is cool. I have somehow, I see right there, that says live draw, or live draw. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Thanks for being here. See you tonight, 9 o'clock. We can only assume, we can only figure out how bad that's going to be. You can see right here, it says live draw. So we'll get rid of the yellow box. We'll go into version number 1. That's going to be easier than I thought. We'll go into the background and we'll change the solid color. You can do 4-corner, you can do gradient. 4-corner, you can just simply pick your corners. So I think you can click right here. Now you're going to the top right, click it. I don't want it to be black. I want it to be, and again, maybe it's because it's down here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I'll make that full. That looks kind of neat. And then I want the bottom left, which is this area. I thought you could click on here. You can't, or either I'm not clicking it right. And let's make that, again, this is not defaulting where I want it to. Story of my life. Let's go right there. That looks all right. And then let's go to the bottom right. We'll bring this up, and I'm just going to leave it whatever. Come on. The brackets are driving me up a wall, guys. Okay, I guess you got to go in and grab the color first. Do it that way. Where there's a will, where there's a way, there's a will. All right, I guess you got to be in there. Kind of liked that pinkish color. That looks all right. So now our 4 corners are set. Hello, One Fish. Hello, Darren. Hello, Long Dog. I don't think I've missed anybody. Okay, so we got our 4 corners set. Now we need to, that's not supposed to be there. Maybe this is an update. That would be cool. So we're going to save it. And then we're going to, boy, this is really taxing my brain. And all this is a background. You can come in here and now you can do anything you want with this that you would like. And to the best of my knowledge, I guess we'll find out here in a minute. So we'll go to the text mode, and is Bobby blocked without the W? And that might show up. It's white. We're going to just plug that into our, I guess we're not going to plug it in. There we go. Now that's kind of neat that it shows up like that. I didn't expect that, but that's cool. Let's go ahead and jack up the size a little bit so I can see it. Jump back over here to this page. Interesting. Is that, why is that black? Oh, because of where it's at. Okay, I get that. Right click on here. And I want to, I can't swap the inputs in here. That's cool. So what this is doing, this text is acting as a mask on the emoji. Oh yeah, you know what, Chris? I forgot to turn that off. Thank you. I always forget to turn that off. I think it's in here. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe that's why I always forget to turn it off, is because I can never find it. I thought it was in. Okay, my stream bit rate is still low. I don't understand that. I haven't changed anything. And it's showing that it's low. I don't know. customization, live reactions, save. It should go away immediately, and it does. Thank you, Chris Garrett. I did not. I don't know. YouTube probably added it because somebody said, some millennial said, wouldn't it be cool if we could tell them how much we love their. Anyway, I'm going to go to the text node. All this is right now, this is all this text is doing right here. It is acting as a mask. And I'm going to prove that by, I'm going to come over here to the text node. I'm going to increase the size. And as I increase the size, the mask gets to the colors. You can see in the background, the mask gets to the colors. So let's get rid of the yellow line to not be distracted. And then I want to see if I cannot. No, I cannot. Direction. You can write it on. I am having one hard time grabbing things with my mouse today. That sounds like a personal problem. I did want, oh, what? Let's try this. What if we go into shading? Let's see if we put some red outline around it. Oh, that made it much bigger. Make it solid. That you can't, I guess you're not going to see the shading because we got it on a background of gradient. No, you're not going to. So that's out. All right. Let's go back over to here. When I look at that, that should not be like that. That's weird. So that's not going to work. Let's try this. Let's get rid of the text by just disconnecting it. Let's save the background. Maybe the versions isn't working. Let's try a different version and see. We'll go to 2. We'll go to solid color. We'll go to the blue. We'll go to 3. We'll go to a different solid color. We'll go to 4. We'll make it not solid color. We'll make it a vertical. And mess with the sliders a little bit. That looks kind of goofy. We'll go with that. So that's 4. So if we go to 1, 4 core or 4 gradient, 2 solid, 3 different solid, 4 different solid. So we're going to right click this, and I'm going to do it the way I think it needs to be done. Or no, let's not. Let's wow. Let's see here. Do I have a save as? View, copy. That's kind of looking like it's supposed to, maybe. So right click, settings, save as, and I want to put this in my versions. I've already got a background in there, but I'm going to call this, I got backgrounds. I'm going to call this background setting. We're going to save that. So now it's saved. Now we're going to go over into do I make the macro before or after? Let's just find out. And we're going to go into, I think it's templates, I think it's edit. We're going to put it in the titles. We're going to open up wherever that went, which was on my desktop, I believe, in a folder called versions, which should be right here. We're going to shrink this down so we can see if it's going to work or not. And we're going to grab background 1. We're in titles. We're going to grab it. We're going to drag it in here. And it says it's copying it. We're going to let go. Allegedly, supposedly, it's supposed to be there. Now, I can't even grab the versions now. That's how bad this is going. So why can't I do that? Maybe I have locked this up. So here once again is the dilemma I have with Davinci Resolve and or my system. We all know of someone south of the Mississippi were here. He would say, Ken, I don't have that problem. Of course you don't. You don't use Davinci Resolve. Okay, so that worked. I cannot move this button right here. That's kind of interesting. I can't minimize it. I can't reduce it. I can't make it any bigger. That's crazy. Can I grab the task manager over here and figure out what that is? I need permission to continue this folder. Okay, that's interesting. Now it looks like it's copied into Davinci, but now I want to get rid of, did that go away? I guess it did. So let's get back over here. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go into effects. Let's go into templates, edit, titles, and we're going to scroll down and see if that's in there. It should be. Okay, there's Ken's backgrounds because I renamed it. There's Ken's title. So up here, alphabetical, it is not there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this project only to delete it in about 10 minutes. Background versions temp. That way I can come right back into this. I'm going to shut down Davinci Resolve. I'm going to open Davinci Resolve. We just kind of got to wait for it to open. It'll open on another monitor, I'm sure. It always does. If it opens at all. All right. Try it again. We're back to this issue. There it goes. You could do the old-fashioned way. Why did YouTube add that? Yeah, we covered that. Okay, so you could do it the old-fashioned way. I don't know what the old-fashioned way is. I barely keep up with today. So we're going to go in here to here. Maybe should have opened up an untitled one. Thank you, Tony. Picked up a new subscriber. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to go back into templates. I'm probably skipping a step. Go into titles. And no, it's not there. So I think you got to, I don't think this is working with this versions. Because the way I thought, I remember it being done was you have to save it and then bring in all of the things. Now we know this one's here. I can bring that in, disconnect that, connect that, and we have version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4. So we know that's good. So let's get rid of that one. We don't want it. Let's do this a different way. That is there. Okay, let's try something. I think maybe let's get rid of that one. Bye. See ya. Let's bring it back in here from background 1 setting. That's what it was called. We'll drag it down here. And, oh, that worked that time. My wonderful system. We'll reconnect. Oops. We'll reconnect it by grabbing the gray straight to the green. You don't have to be on the green. Just put it anywhere near. Resolve will tell you. It'll figure it out. So now we have version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, and version 5. It did work. That did work. Now we're going to put it over here in our backgrounds. Okay? And I think what I want to do first is I want to bring this up, and I want to bring up the desktop, and I want to bring, come on, daggone you. I want to bring in versions, and I want to rename this one. And all I'm going to do is go put the name Ken in front of it, and then put a little space, hit enter, and we'll be good to go. Now we're going to add that over here into our effects. We created it. We want, excuse me. We created it. I want to put it right here, and I guess theoretically it's going to show up between jitter and lower thirds. Before I do that, I want to point something out that with my text, or with my sword soft. So if you watch the bottom of the screen, it says if space, use space, watch space. I need that space to go. I want the word space to go away. I've watched other creators and I do not see the word space. I did shrink down the text to the size it is. I just need the space to go away. I can change the color. I figured that out. I figured out how to change the size. I cannot figure out how to get rid of the space bar. Space. It's crazy. I didn't keep up with how many, but that looks to be fair. All right, moving on. Let's get this done, wrapped up, and get my breakfast. So we're going to reopen this, which a while ago it was opening when it was supposed to. That's crazy. It's not now. No worries. Versions. We're now going to take Ken Background 1 and we're going to drag it into Effects, Templates, Edit, Titles. And I'm grabbing it now. We're going to drag it over here. It says copy. I hope it copies it and doesn't put it in jitter. Oh, look at that. Bada boom, bada bang. Bob is not my uncle. Now we can do this. Oh, this is cool. So I'm going to go to the home button down here. I said I'm going to go to the home button down here. Oh, it did open over here on the, yeah, this is, oh, by the way, I did rearrange my monitors today. I took one and plugged it in two, and two and plugged it in one, thinking it would make my taskbar stay here. It does not. It still comes up on, upon a restart, upon a shutdown, upon an awakening, it still comes up on monitor number 2. So there's got to be a setting somewhere that I can make this doggone taskbar stay right here. Either that, or I'm going to switch everything over to that monitor. Well, that's an idea. Why don't I just flop the monitors? Oh, why don't? So we're going to close this by hitting the word close. That'll bring up an untitled project. We can test this now.
Can you eat?
Yeah, just set it right here, babe. Set it right there. Where's the bread?
Oh.
Ah.
So you want me to
Just one, please. So now we are still in Fusion. We're going to go to templates. I apologize for the distraction. We're going to go to edit. We're going to open it. We're going to go to titles. We're going to open it. We don't need to open it though. I believe it's still going to be here. Here's Ken's background 1. We're going to drag it down. And why do we not? There it is. Now you'll notice when you drag that down, I thought that might work. You notice when I drag that down, that immediately put the media out in there. That's kind of a shortcut to do. I'm going to now try, just for a few minutes, to do this, because I'm just curious as to why is it showing up everything. Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that. I'll just grab a picture just to see. I'm just experimenting now. I think for the most part, this is going to be good. Except I got to double check. Here we go. That worked right. It's supposed to do that. We'll come over here. And it's correct because it's now the way that it should be. And that's good. So that's versions for text and versions for backgrounds. I don't think you can do versions for media. I'm going to look into it. Would be cool if you could. And if we come in here and we grab the titles, we put that there, bring this over, then we close that, we close that, close that. To work with this, we just have to, I think you can go in here to this. Yeah. So I don't want version number 1. I want people to subscribe. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go there. This is how I am formulating using versions. Okay. If I want to have a quick subscribe, then I can do that. If I want to have a quick, why didn't it change? Do I not have a third one? Apparently, I do not have a third one. I have 2, and I have 1. And you could move it around accordingly. I don't want it in the middle. I think I can probably come over here and move this up to this corner. Come back over to here. And yeah, that's cool. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Breakfast is sitting here. It looks to be really good. Chocolate oatmeal. Something I've never heard of, but could be an Indiana thing. I don't know. See you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. I want to thank everybody for being here. Long Dog, Rick Lakes, Chris Garrett, Tony Wallow, Darren Gilholm, Jeff Ryman, One Fish 26, Official Tim Tech. Thank you, Official Tim Tech, for I believe it was you that subscribed. I'll check in a minute. I will check on Bobby Warren to figure out what's going on. Did I miss anybody? If I did, I'm sorry. If you know anyone that likes this kind of nonsense, by word of mouth, let's see if we can get me to 310 subscribers by the end of the week. Today is Monday, not Tuesday. Monday. I think Doug said it was Tuesday, or I heard Tuesday. I don't know. Lately, I've been hearing things. What? Oh, you're over here. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to eat, and I'm going to keep messing around. I do have another. Here I go. Call me Doug Jr. I do have another use for this. Okay? I really do. My other use for this, and you guys think that I'm nuts on this, is I can come in here. Oh, why is that not working? Uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Is it not working because that? Yep, got to be connected. Okay. So, you guys know I recently came across a YouTube channel called Colors, where the channel broadcasts for hours at a time solid colors. That's all it is. This right here. Nothing else. No text, no audio, no nothing. And it gets thousands upon thousands upon thousands of likes. I'm going to give it a shot. I think when I end the stream at night and get ready to go to bed, I'm going to bring this up and see what happens. Now, there is a way, if you want to add versions, I believe there is a way. I should be able to add. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. There's 5, and there's 6. I didn't think I added 6, but let's see here. I do not. Something's changed. I remember back in the beginning, you didn't have to click on this to get over here to this. I do remember that. I'm going to have to figure out what's changed. So now I've got 6 versions. Now, I did. So there should be 5 now. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. There's 4, there's 5, and there's 6. So for some odd unknown reason, if you needed 6, I think the guy I watched said you can create 6 more, and then you can have 12, and then you can create 6 more, and you can have 12, and so on and so forth. I didn't really pay much attention to how you do it, because I honestly can't see using more than 6 unless you're going to try to do versions of all the colors. But in my little feeble thinking, if you're going to do the color thing, just make 6 your thing. And today we're going to use orange, red, whatever. I don't know. I'm going to go. Thank you guys. I'm ending the stream. I'll see you tonight. Ken Stout Live, 9 o'clock with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. Anyone want to take a wild guess who your host is going to be? That question will be answered tonight.